Hello, in today's video I am going to make a wildlife footprint trap. Now I've seen them do this on Springwatch, and I also found another video online showing how to make it, and both of them did it in exactly the same way as what I'm going to show you, but neither of them showed any good results. The one on Springwatch 2019, the results were ruined because a dog had gone into it, and the one I saw online for some random wildlife website didn't show you any results. Like, here's how you make it, and there you go. So I'm going to follow this all the way through to the end and show you the results. If I get any, if I don't get any, maybe there's a reason these other videos I've watched online don't have any results. Right, so the first thing you're going to need is some cardboard. I'm quite lucky, I've got this great big piece of cardboard here. This is actually from an unboxing video, which by the time this video goes out, that unboxing video won't have gone out yet, but I have this great big piece of card, so this is ideal, and I can take that up, and I've got myself a triangle. If you don't happen to have a huge sheet of card like this, you just have to make do with something smaller. And where I've been watching this, basically I'm going to copy what I've seen from other videos, the two I mentioned, and what they both do is cover it in black bin bags. They say it's for camouflage and rain protection, but to be honest, I don't really think it makes a difference to an animal if it has black bin bags around it or not. It's what they say to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Went out specially to buy these. Well, I say specially, I needed some anyway for my home, but dear, just can't seem to get this off. So, how would one do this? I don't really suppose it matters what kind of bag you use. I mean, I was a bit limited for choice, and my local store is pretty small. So they didn't really have what I was looking for, to be honest. Now I'm going to cut the end because it's obviously all like come together at the end, which is no good because I'm trying to make it all go open. There we go. Should I cut it down the side as well? Yeah, I'll do that because at the moment I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just making it up as I go along. I mean, like, all the bin liners are slightly different shapes, so you kind of just have to wing it, I guess. Right, so I'm going to speed this bit up. Is covered in black plastic. While I was doing this, I remembered one other thing they said about why you make it black. It's not just like for rain protection. It's so the animals feel comfortable hiding in the dark, and you know they feel like they're going to be safer in there. So I need to now make it into a tunnel, and then we're going to put the food in the middle. Obviously, I'm going to need something to capture the footprints. But that's coming up in a bit. I need to join this up first of all. I think that will do. I'm going to put it that way round, like that. So for the middle part, I'm going to need some more card. So I'm going to need some paper. Luckily I have loads. I'm going to need some oil. And they say use black food dye. I don't have any, so I'm just going to mix a bit of red and green together. Since I already have this, there's no point going out and buying more. I also need a paintbrush. Don't have one. Yeah, I kind of forgot that. So I'm going to just get a bit messy. Although, having said that, I may change this top just in case I get any food dye on me, because I don't know how easily that comes out. I don't actually care how dirty this top gets, that's why I've got it. And I'm going to need some more card. Here is the said card, and this will slide into the middle like so, and then the animals will walk over that, the paper will be on there. It'll all make sense in a minute. For the inner bit, I'm going to use 3 bits of card, or 2 bits. How long are they? I've measured out the card, and I want it to be this long, because that's the length of my thing. So I'm going to take this together. So that is the runway. So the animals won't actually walk on the actual triangular thing. They walk on this, because this bit can be pulled in and out easily. So this will be the track that the animals walk on. So now, what I'm going to do is put paper on it. This will be the bit that catches the image. So, how many should I put on? Right, so they're joined up. So what I'm going to do now is just tape around the edges. Now the idea is the animals walk across that and leave their prints. So what we need to do is at the ends is mix up the oil and the food dye, so when the animals walk over it, they eat the food, which I'm going to bait in the middle, and then they leave their footprints. Behold, a bit of rotten fence panel. Let's stir this up. Probably not the best thing, because all the bits of the wood of this are coming off. Right, let's see if I can use this to paint some stuff on. There you go, look, this is working. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. There you go, if you don't have a brush, use a stick. And the reason I'm using oil and food dye is because they're completely safe for animals. It's not going to harm them. If I used paints and stuff, it could potentially be harmful. You can get non-toxic paint, but it's not cheap. So that's that side. So this is where I live, and that's the view you normally see when I'm filming on my sofa. But there is a light up here of a sensor. I'm going to point the sensor down at it, so if anything walks along I can film it. So I have a camera which I'm going to set up over there. It's the same one I used for my bird feeder videos, and then hopefully I'll be able to film some stuff. Now my main camera, the one I'm talking to you through here, does have infrared night vision, but it doesn't have motion detection. But my webcam, I can hook up to my computer, use ContourCam, and that's got brilliant motion detection on it. So I could connect this to my laptop if I had the right device, but it's expensive and I can't afford it at the moment. But so right now we're just going to have to make do with this. So the food I'm going to use tonight, I'm going to try this over several nights, try different foods, plums from a plum tree. We do have an animal that really likes these plums. Problem is, it's used to going on the other side of this fence where the plum tree is, so I don't know if it will come here tonight or whether it will want to eat them. Because we do get a lot of wildlife here. In the winter, there were tracks across here in the snow, which I determined were probably hare tracks. There are a lot of like rabbits in the field behind us, but I've never seen hares, but I concluded it was definitely hare tracks. I have seen a stoat walking around. Used to get pheasants here, but I haven't seen one of them for a while. I'm going to put a bit more oil down. It's starting to soak into the card a bit, which is what I didn't want to happen, but you know, I'm learning. So I've put it more on, It doesn't seem to be absorbing into the paper so much on this side, and I've got some on the tape on that side. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work, so I'm going to slide this in. Clean up my mess, because obviously I've got bits of cut up bin bag everywhere. Don't want bits of plastic floating around. I'm going to rig up my webcam off cam, stick that here in. I need to find the my USB extension cable, point this thing down, oh, spider webs, to where the thing is so that it lights it up. And then hopefully, if an animal comes along to eat the food, the light will trigger and my webcam will capture it. But they should feel safe in there because it'll be nice and dark. There it is. Food's inside. And hopefully that works. So if they don't like the plums, but I know there is an animal that likes plums because it keeps eating the plums and then pooing all over the lawn. So I'm curious as to what it is. So yeah, hopefully I should get something. I'm not going to lie, this is not how I wanted this video to end. I was really hoping to get lots of animals going in, and I had two cameras set up. The camera view you saw, I didn't actually use any of the footage from the other camera. The animals just aren't coming to feed. Thing is, this is an area that I know wild animals pass through, because that I wouldn't have put the footprint trap there if I didn't know they go through there. I mean, I know that animals pass through this area. I have seen them. I've seen the tracks, and absolutely nothing. I'm just so disappointed. That last clip you just saw was taken quite a while ago, and I have had the camera out a couple of times since then. I'm not going to bother including the footage because it's the same. I then moved the camera up onto the fence that you can see in the background of the video. This fence here. Because the trap is just down below there. So because that's where the plum tree is, where the animals were going to eat the plums. Apparently all the plums are gone, and my 1080p camera decided it didn't like the rain, so that died. So it left me with my old 720p camera, which, to be honest, I could probably put that into the sea and it would probably still work fine. Problem is the picture quality is nowhere near as good, and all I got a crow walking around the garden for 40 minutes, and then another bird and a butterfly. Nothing worth posting. So yeah, this video is a little bit of a disappointment, I'm afraid. So do the footprint animal traps work? I don't know. Mine didn't. As I said at the beginning of this video, I've seen two other films on one on TV, one on the internet, and neither of them had any footprints. Mine has no footprints. I was really hoping to get some footprints in there. I mean, I do have a bunch of grapes here. I could try one more night. I mean, this video isn't scheduled to be published for 3 days. I was going to upload it and schedule it. I could try one more night. Shall I try one more night? A whole bunch of grapes. I'm not even going to put them in the trap to try and get footprints. I'm just going to have them loose, I've decided. Just put them out there, have them so anything that comes by can eat them. Alright, I'll give it one more night. I was going to wrap this video up here and end it and say it was a complete failure, but I will go one more night. I've given up on getting footprints, but I just want to see an animal on there. Alright, let's see how this goes.